Hi, Wolverines, and welcome to our orientation video. We know that many of you haven't been at Wiley before, and for those of you who have been in the building, things look a little bit different. We've been having some pretty impressive construction done, and we, of course, have new safety procedures in place. So let's go ahead and get started. People can arrive at school one of three ways: as a car rider, as a walker, or as a bus rider. And we'll go through what will happen for each one. So, car riders will come in from Northwest Boulevard to the lot across from the school. Follow the circle around, and as you pull up, stay in your car until you've been screened by a staff member. Once you get cleared, you'll cross the street using the crosswalk before following directions to go get breakfast. Walkers. As walkers arrive at the building, please make sure you see a staff member in this area before you enter the building. There'll be special screeners there for just walkers. Bus riders. Buses will drop you off in the bus lot, and as you exit the bus, you will have to be screened. Because of the construction, you'll have to follow the sidewalk to enter the building. Don't worry, staff will be there to point you the right way. No matter how you get to school, everybody's going to come into the building in roughly the same place, but we're going to split up which doors we use by grade level in order to keep us a little bit more separated during the pandemic. So, sixth grade will use this right side door here and go directly up the stairwell to the third floor. Seventh grade will walk around the side of the band room through the courtyard and enter by B10 and then go up to the second floor. Eighth grade will enter using the left side door here, which is actually going to be the new main entrance door, and be able to go down the hall since they're already on the first floor where their classes are. For students that choose to eat breakfast at school, breakfast will be grab and go. So grab their breakfast on their way into the building and eat it in their homeroom. If you're trying to figure out where you're supposed to go once you're in the building, looking at your schedule is a really great way to start because it actually tells you the room numbers of your classes. The building is really organized. The third floor are 300 numbers, the second floor is 200 numbers, the first floor is 100s, and the basement is a number with followed by a letter B for basement. So like if we're looking at this person's schedule, and we're looking at their home room, it's in room 212. So we know it's a 200 number, it's going to be on the second floor. But if we look at where they have invention and innovation, it says 14B, B for basement. So that's going to be in the basement of the building. Most of your core classes are going to be on the same floor. Sixth grade lives on the third floor, seventh grade lives on the second floor, and eighth grade lives on the first floor. Don't worry if you're not sure where your encore class is exactly going to be. That's what the teachers are there for. They're going to help you, especially our sixth graders. We know haven't been here before. Another pro tip: remember your A day, B day situation. Okay, it's not going to change from what it has been, but make sure that while you're looking at your schedule, you know which classes are on A days and which classes are on B days. Each floor is pretty much laid out the same way, but we still want to take you through the building and give you an idea. So, what you're seeing here is the main hallway. There's one like this on every floor. On the first floor, it's a little bit different. On the first floor, we have our media center. Miss Lyons is our media coordinator. She's great. You should have met her in your language arts classes. Also, through the media center is the normal entrance to the band room, but due to COVID protocol, you're going to actually use the back door to get into the band and orchestra room for right now. Also, on the front first floor is the main office. So, this is in the same place it always has been for people who are returning to Wiley, but who is in it has changed a little bit. Instead of it being guidance, it is now Ms. Bodenheimer and Miss Barnhill. So their offices have moved to be where guidance used to be, and guidance is now up on the third floor. Across from the main office is Mr. Holbrook's office, one of our assistant principals. One of the great things about Wiley is that there is an assistant principal on each floor. As we continue down this hallway, we'll reach the end of the hall, and you can either go right and take the stairs, or to the left, where you'll see the classrooms and lockers of one of our teams. So there are two teams on each floor. One is at this end of the building, and the other was at the other end of the building when we first entered. So there are two different teams on each floor. So if this is the first floor, so these are going to be the eighth grade teams. On the seventh grade floor and the sixth grade floor, that would be the second floor and the third floor, they look the same and they're in the same places. Eating is going to be a little bit different as we're maintaining 6 feet of social distance and we're making sure everyone is safe during the COVID pandemic. So, when lunchtime rolls around, people that bring their lunch from home will stay in the classrooms and eat in the classrooms. Students that need to get lunch from the cafeteria will travel down to the cafeteria and get their food and eat at one of the cafeteria tables, 6 feet socially distanced. You are able to remove your mask while you're eating, but you have to put it right back on as soon as you're done eating. We know that people are going to have lots of questions about how Wiley works and what things will look like during our return to school. If you are looking for an answer to a question, a great place to start is our Plan B return frequently asked questions under the remote learning section of our website. Don't hesitate to reach out to one of our administrators, to your child's teacher, to one of the guidance counselors. We're all here to be a resource for you to make this transition as easy as possible. Please make sure that you are on our phone call or email list so that you're getting the most up to date information about Wiley.